I'm sitting in an empty train compartment when a girl walks in. Now, before that, I was just sitting around, taking in my surroundings, just waiting for the train to get going. When this girl comes in, and my body just tenses up because she's sitting a few seats ahead of me, but directly in my line of vision, meaning if I'm just gonna keep looking around, I either have to stare right at her or pretend I don't see her at all, acting super unnatural and super inauthentically. For me, my mind starts going to overdrive. Yo, if you look at her, she's gonna think you're weird. She's gonna judge you. She has no reason to want to talk to you at all. And my voice just keeps making up these negative thoughts, things that are kind of holding me back, until a small voice in the back of my head tells me, yo, what's the worst that could happen? Like, why do you care so much about this judgment? Why don't you just look at her and talk to her, right? You want to work on this, you want to get better at this. Just look at her, talk to her. If she rejects you, so what? If she doesn't reject you, well, you just got a good conversation going, right? So I listen to that voice, and I look up, straight at her. She looks up, our eyes lock, and I say, hi. She takes out her AirPods, like, what? So I have to repeat myself, but after I do so, after I do initiate the conversation, I ask if I can sit beside her. She says, sure. And for the rest of that train ride, we just have a good conversation going back and forth. We talk about Russian literature, books, etc. And by the time I leave, I give her a fist bump and I'm out on the station. I realize, wow, rejection doesn't hurt that badly. I just talked to her, it felt good, and if I was too afraid of rejection, too afraid of even getting started, I would never have done that. And that's the realization I had yesterday. Because if you want to boost your conversation skills, if you want to become a way better speaker in general, the biggest thing I've learned for myself isn't to slow down your voice or to change up your mannerisms or be somebody else. Those things could work, right? But that sort of stuff didn't really help me become a better speaker. It wasn't the reason why I've talked to over 100 people this past month. Instead, what I did was adopt the mentality of trying to get rejected by literally every person that I spoke to. Because rejection doesn't hurt. And when I adopted this mentality, I found myself speaking to more people, acting more authentically than I ever have in my life, right? Because I'm not trying to impress the other person. I'm not trying to get the other person to like me or to be my friend. All I'm doing is putting my honest self out there, talking things that I'm interested in, being the sort of person I'm interested in. If people are attracted to that, great. If they're not, that's okay too. But with this mentality, I don't have to act like somebody else. I don't have to be somebody else. And it frees me up to be the sort of person I want to be. Because think about it like this. Conversational skills are like muscles. In order to build them, you gotta talk to more people. You gotta go out and actually develop these skills over time. But this is the most effective way to do this is by embracing rejection. The best way to get this done is to just go up and talk to more people regardless of what they think of you. Because even if you had no lessons at all, if you talk to enough people, you would get good at it. You develop the skills, you understand the lingo, you'd understand what you need to do, and you naturally improve upon your abilities to do so. Compared to trying to be somebody else, where you always feel like an imposter, always feel like a fake, compared to trying to be somebody else that somebody else wants you to be. You don't know what other people are thinking. You don't know what other people want from you. So the best approach is just be yourself, to just maximize the amount of people you talk to by embracing rejection, by trying to get rejected. The irony is, the more you try to get rejected, the more people are attracted to you. When people can see you're authentic, when you're truthful, when you are what you truly say you are, they are attracted to that. I've spoken to more people than I ever have in the past, and people are chill with me. They're like, oh man, really? They enjoy the conversation that I've had. I spoke to one guy and he told me, wow, I really appreciate you initiating this conversation. Not many people do that, and I respect that. And all I did was be myself. I told him I was a nervous guy. I told him, yeah, I'm a bit introverted and I struggle talking to people. I was like, wow, thank you for telling me that. I respect that. So this fear of rejection is all in your mind, and that's what you got to conquer. Because yeah, I was sitting in front of that girl yesterday, and I was afraid of talking to her. But it was either I talk to her, maybe get rejected and feel so afterwards, or I feel unauthentic. I feel like I don't have any power in the world. I'm looking around because I don't want to face that awkwardness. What will you choose? Who do you want to be? Do you want to become a better conversationalist? Then go into every single conversation trying to get rejected. Be yourself. be you, and go into every conversation with that mentality. You will see results. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. Have a good one. Peace!